Hey y'all, what's up? I am back with another video. My name is Nisi. If you are new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you're returning, then you already know what's good. So today, if you already know by the title, this is a girl talk slash like topics that females should talk about amongst each other, or just questions we all be wanting to know. Yesterday I took to Instagram and I asked everyone to drop suggestions on what I should talk about in this video, and we are going to get straight into it. Let's see. Someone said dating older men that's 5+ years. Okay, first of all, 5+ years, I think I done went over 5+ years because I'm 21, if y'all don't know. Yeah, I'm legal, but I'm 21, and I think 5 years over isn't bad. If I feel like if you're 20 and up, 25 to 26, ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you like 18, 17, and you're dating people 5+ years, I feel like that's a little OD, because like, first of all, no, that's a no-no. So I just feel like 5+ is okay if you are 20 and up, and 18 and below, that's definitely a no. That's just like no, for real. The next question say, talk about unsupportive friends. Okay, well, a lot of y'all don't know, but I cut every single friend off that I had, and that probably sounds super terrible. I cut every single person off I'm cool with, but I promise to God it's because of like just who I am as a person, how I hold myself, how I carry myself. I don't like negativity. I don't like no drama. I don't like unsupportive friends, like the question said. So I feel like if you got people on your team that's unsupportive, you shouldn't deal with them. I feel like you should cut them off, or you don't have to fully cut them off, but maybe distance yourself from them, because if they not supporting you, they want it in your life for it. And like, one thing I had to learn growing up is keeping people in your circle, keep people around you should be beneficial. Like, they should be benefiting in some type of way to your life, or I don't understand why they're in your life. And I go friends, family, anybody. I just feel like anybody you keep around you, because I've been big on like mood and like norms and stuff as I got older. If they negative, never productive, always in drama, unsupportive or something like that, or they can't show up for you, I feel like you should definitely distance yourself from them. Y'all don't have to have no beef. It don't gotta be no bad blood. It don't gotta be nothing like that. But I feel like you shouldn't keep them in your circle. But you also got the people too, though, that if you have unsupportive people in your group, in your friend group and stuff, you would rather talk out with them instead of cutting them off. And I guess that's okay too. I guess that goes back to like how you were probably raised. I was raised to just not walk away, but go. Like, distance yourself, get away from the circle, whatever. But some people would rather bring it up to their friends. You could do that too. Genuine friendship, y'all should always be able to talk stuff out. So if you got unsupportive friends, then either you can say something, or you can definitely distance yourself, because if they're not benefiting any type of way, then what are y'all friends for? Right? Okay. The next question say unsupportive family members. So I'm not very family oriented in the sense of last name. I'm family oriented as far as my immediate, so my siblings and my nieces and my nephews and stuff like that. I'm very immediate with them, so I converse with them and I talk to them. Now I feel like when I started, like for example, something I love, which is doing YouTube, or like going to college and pursuing my career, having supportive family members is a blessing. Having supportive people around you in general, go back to that last question, is a blessing, because I feel like if they're not supporting you, you may like feel low. You may feel like you're not good enough. You may feel like you're doing something wrong, or if you are doing something wrong, you may feel like you don't know who you can go to, because you don't got nobody to go to, because your family is unsupportive. I feel like that's definitely not cool. If your family is not supporting you, I feel like that's like super mean, super rude, but you can't really control nobody. So I feel like if people ain't supporting you, whether it's family or friends, then say them, okay? Because and you just gotta have self-love, I feel like, at that point, to be able to support yourself and keep going. The next question say, if you had to pick one in a relationship, which one would you prefer, loyalty or love? I think honestly, I would say loyalty. I only say loyalty because I feel like you don't gotta love somebody, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, eventually, over time, you're gonna grow love for them, but loyalty, I feel like, is the biggest, because without loyalty, what are y'all in a relationship for? Because because it said relationship. Yes. What is y'all in a relationship for if there's no loyalty? That means they can go out, they can cheat, text other people, intercourse with other people, all type of stuff without loyalty. Also, loyalty go to different standards though. Like you can have somebody that's loyal to as far as showing up when you need them to show up for you, mentally, physically, emotionally. There's all type of like different ways people can show up and show their loyalty. But I feel like I would choose loyalty over love because, first of all, I'm 21. Baby, what is love? I don't know what love is, not for real. So I feel like I would choose loyalty. I know more about loyalty than I do about love. So I think loyalty I would pick. Okay, y'all, sorry, I am back. The camera had cut off. I left off on red flags in relationships. Now, a red flag to me, I feel like is past trauma. And when I say past trauma, I mean like you can, there'll be things that they show you, there'll be signs and what they say, how they move, all type of stuff. I feel like past trauma could be a red flag. Not knowing how to communicate could be a red flag. And when I say not knowing how to communicate, it could be literally like texting, typing, calling. Or it can also be like trying to get your point across, but like only knowing how to in a physical way, or only knowing how to by backing down or like getting quiet or giving up or shutting down on someone. I feel like that's a red flag. Another red flag is someone that likes to argue a lot. Cause like, what are we arguing for? You know? I feel like another red flag, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of red flags in the world. I try not to look for people red flags unless like they give me a reason to, or I see, like I said, them signs. You gotta pay attention to them signs, because some people will show you. Some people will show you when they got hella red signs and like red flags to the point where you shouldn't mess with them. I feel like, what's some more red flags? Lying. And when I say lying, it could be like something as small as like they're going to the store, they don't come back till tomorrow. That's the red flag. That means that they're obviously a cheater or something like that. I can't really think of too many red flags right now, but that's just a few that I could think of off the top of my head. So the next question say, advice you would give to your younger self today. Advice I would give to my younger self today, I would say it was okay to not bring straight A's home. It was okay, because my mother, she didn't play that. You had to have at least A's and B's. She accepted C's sometimes, but like I would say that it's okay to not have straight A's. It's okay to not have to be on honor roll every single year, every single semester, because like I was not playing, and I still don't play with school. I would try to be on honor roll every single chance I got. I will also say it's okay to not fit in, because I had issues with my whole school in middle school. Like I didn't get along with nobody in the hallway. So I think I would tell her, baby, it was okay, because I knew it was okay. But at the same time, it would make stuff awkward for me, weird. You know, it was hella drama, all type of stuff. And I would just say like it was okay, because at the end of the day, once you graduate high school, sweetie, you won't see the people again. You won't see the people again. They won't be your friends. Some people try to come back acting like, you know, stuff didn't happen in middle school, or acting like stuff didn't happen in high school. But like I would just say it's okay, because everybody grow up. And when people grow up and they get that diploma and they leave them school hallways, everybody's a completely different person. Everybody go about their way. So that's some advice I feel like I would give my younger self, is it was all okay. And it was going to be okay in the end once you got older and you walked that stage and maybe you made it about that school 3 years and not 4, okay? I think I would tell my little self that. So the next question say, how important is sexual testing? Okay. First of all, sexual testing is very important, and I feel like sexual testing is not only important for females, but more so for men, because a lot of people don't know, but you can have something and not have something at all. Your body could be prone to it, or whatever it's called, in the sense of where you could be a walking disease. Like literally, you can literally be a walking disease and not know you got something. So I would say testing on the normal and the basis is like a norm. And I know everybody's schools and colleges and schools and like states and whatever taught different type of health classes, but in my health class they always taught us that you should get tested after every single new partner. Every single new partner, you should be going and getting tested. You should get your blood drawn, and you should get the urine. You can get the swab. You can get it all, because it's all gonna keep you healthy, and that's how you're gonna not be a walking disease. So I would say sexual testing is extremely very important. I know individuals that they had stuff, and then I know they had it, and they was passing it along, and baby, I just feel like sexual testing is very important, and especially with the stuff that's going on in like Houston and Atlanta, sweetie, some of these things ain't even curable, and you might pass away. Some of these things can attack your blood, your bones, all type of stuff. They can go up into your stomach area and give you like viruses, mess up your kidneys, all type of stuff if you got some stuff that you know you don't got. So I feel like sexual testing is very important. You should always go get it. Even if you don't got no symptoms, it's always good to have the mindset that you know you are good. You know what I mean? So the next question say, living alone safety techniques as a female. Okay, well, I moved out at 18. I had my first apartment at 18. I would say the first year of me living there, first few months, I was good and I was green. I didn't have no like worries that somebody would break in. That was never even on my mind. Up until the second year, I re-signed my lease and I started like having paranoia and all type of stuff. But I don't know too many techniques, which is sad because I'm a female and I should, to keeping yourself safe in your apartment living alone. But I do know if you go up on TikTok, honey, you go up on Google, or you go up on YouTube, you will definitely be able to find some like different things that you could put up on your door, your front door, to like lock or make multiple locks. Security cameras outside your house, you know, they got Ring, the company, all type of stuff where you can, those are like safety techniques to help yourself. And then one thing my mother did teach me when I was a little girl, always look, when you're looking for apartments or you're looking for houses and you know you don't have a significant other or no kids or nobody that will be living with you, and even if you do, there's going to be times where you'll be alone, so you should still look for these. But she always told me, get an apartment with a lock on the door. It don't matter what door it is. It could be the bedroom door or the bathroom door. It could be a bathroom inside your room. Make sure one of them doors have a lock on it, and if they don't, you need to have somebody install one. Because obviously if somebody breaking your front door and they're trying to get to you, you could be as quiet as you want to be. You can hide up under the bed. You can go anywhere like that. But if they come up in that room and they looking through your stuff and they eventually find you, they're going to have you and now you're gone. So it's like, she always told me, make sure there's somewhere in the house with a lock on the door so that you could at least run to it, lock the door so they have like a longer chance of trying to get to you while you can try to call police or call help or something, you know what I mean? So I would say that's one safety technique that I follow to this day. I'm only 21. And also, baby, I don't know where everybody live. I'm in Michigan. You better go get you a Glock 30, baby. Go get you some type of weapon, pepper spray, you can get pepper spray, taser, gun, if you're old enough. Or you can do the lock technique. And you can put locks on every single door in your house if you want to. Like, it don't have to just be a bathroom or anything like that. But I would say that's definitely a big one for living alone and being a female. Oh my God, I almost knocked the camera over. It's a splitting bills 50-50 with a guy. How do I feel about that? Okay, so I agree with it. I don't see nothing wrong with splitting bills with your significant other, though I know there is individual females out there, like that goes back to a couple questions ago where I said everybody is raised differently, where some people feel like a guy is prone to all bills. Women should touch not a bill in the house, could clean as it. I feel like that's such a fairy tale from back in the day. In this generation, baby, it's a whole new generation. Like, everything is different. So I feel like it's okay to split bills 50-50 with your man. But if y'all gotta understand it, I feel like it has to be to a certain extent, one. Two, it has to be understanding. And whatever I feel like y'all doing to fit what y'all need to do to make your household perfect and okay and livable. So if y'all gotta split 50-50 because maybe he don't got it like that, maybe your income is more than his, then there's nothing wrong with that. But then if the guy wants to treat the female as the stay-at-home wife or cook and clean, I feel like that's okay too, long if y'all in y'all relationship come to an agreement and y'all is okay with that. So I'm okay with both. I would say that's how I feel about 50-50. Me personally, I don't care, baby. You need me to pay DC? Okay, because who's gonna be sleeping in the dark? Not me or you or the kids. So I don't have a problem with splitting 50-50 at all. Oh my God, I'm gonna drop my phone. At all. The next question says maintenance. How do you keep up with maintenance being a female? Is it expensive? Okay, well, first of all, y'all know I got my hair done, my nails. I don't have my lashes done, or my feet not done, my nails done, my feet not done. I would say maintenance definitely is super expensive depending on what type of person you are. Some people like medium length, some people like short, some people like long nails. Hairstyles too. Wigs cost hella money, baby. You gotta book the appointment, buy the wig, do the installment, all of that. So I feel like, and if you want it bleached, you gotta pay maybe the person to bleach it for you if you don't know how to do it yourself. I feel like maintenance can be very important. And like I said, it's different for everybody. Like I said, down to the nails. Some people's nails are cheaper than others. Like these were, I don't even know, I think these were 80, and this is medium length, sweetie. I get nails longer than this, and they be way more money than that, but I can afford it. So I feel like you definitely should live up to your standards, and if you can't, take it down a notch until you can. There's nothing wrong with being like liking new things and expensive things. There's nothing wrong with that, because personally I get told I'm bougie a lot because I like expensive things. Like, it doesn't make me bougie, it just means that I like what I like. And if you can hold yourself to that pedestal, then do it. And some people can gift you with things. Some people can pay to get your nails done, get your hair done, or you can have people outside of business or like that don't got license that do hair. Like these were done by a family member. Shout out to Layla. My bad again, y'all. My cousin walked past again. But it says self-love and being confident. I am very conceited, and my mother used to tell me that in middle school is basically where you think you okay. I don't think I'm down to the point where like I feel like nobody else is pretty or beautiful, because that's not what it is. I feel like being conceited is you having self-love. I feel like having self-love so deep that can't nobody tell you ain't this okay. So I feel like that's me. I'm very conceited, and I feel like ways to find self-love, I'm not no perfect person, so I don't want to sit up here and tell y'all, oh, this is how you have self-love, because I feel like there's really no explanation to it besides taking time to get to know yourself, learn yourself, accept your pros, your cons, your flaws, all of that. And I feel like once you accept all of that and you continue to slowly but surely grow for like into who you want to be as a person, especially as you get older, I feel like that's when the self-love will start to just come running towards you, and it will just, you will develop it all, and you will take it in and you will keep it there. I feel like once you gain and understand and learn self-love, it ain't going nowhere. Because, baby, I've been like this since middle school, still conceited. Okay? So, I feel like that's a good way to learn self-love or be confident about yourself. Also, don't listen to what nobody in this world say about you. I mean, nobody. Because I feel like, again, you're in control of who you let in your life. So, if you let negativity in your life, people that's always in drama or not open-minded, just not good spirits in your life, then at that point you're doing that to yourself. So don't let nobody tell you you ugly, can't do nothing. Don't listen to what nobody got to say. You do this for yourself and you keep going. I feel like that's one way to stay confident. Don't listen to the haters, don't listen to what nobody say. Like literally, just everybody came in this world and they're gonna, okay. So I think that's a good answer for self-love and confidence. Oh, y'all, I think I had 20 questions. I got a couple more and then I think I'm done. But it say, what is cheating to you? To sum it up, I feel like cheating is something you wouldn't want your significant other to do. So if it's texting others, flirting, buying food, chilling past X amount of times at night, so like, you know, the sexual hours, I feel like if you wouldn't want your significant other doing that, then it's cheating. Also, I feel like cheating could be hiding things from your significant other. So, for example, deleting messages, phone calls, D&D on your phone when you're around them. Stuff like that also can be pre-signs and again the red flags of cheating. So I feel like anything you wouldn't want your significant other to do is cheating. It say talk about period cycles or cramps. Okay. I know everybody periods is different in this world. Some people is 7 days, 5 days, 2 days, 3 days. Some people, I heard somebody told me that they period lasted for 24 hours. I said, baby, 1 day? You're blessed. But, okay, so my period lasts 4 days. 4 days. My cramps are good now. A couple years ago, my cramps used to be terrible. I couldn't. Like, I used to sleep in my bed booty naked. And I know that sounds like TMI, and I know it probably is. But I used to sleep in my bed with nothing on because my cramps were, like, everything I wore hurt my stomach so bad. Like, and then, like, going to work, I used to have to call off and everything. So I eventually went to my doctor. So if you have primary doctor, again, back to getting tested. You can always go to your doctor and like get suggestions on how to help you with your cramps, or whether it's birth control, which I personally don't agree with birth control at all, but some people do, and it's to each his own, whatever. You can go get birth control. There's other medications that they can prescribe for you if your cramps are really bad. Like me, I am on ibuprofen, but it's a certain milligram or whatever that's not on streets or over the counter, so it has to be prescribed by a doctor. Those help with my cramps. So ever since that 1 year when I was in my bed, I ain't had bad cramps since. Now, don't get me wrong. Do not take medicine every single time you have a cramp or every single time you have pain. Because remember, medicine is hurting your insides, it's hurting every organ, everything. Like, it's not healthy for you, but definitely take it as needed if you have really bad cramps. When I went to the doctor, they told me that my cramps were equivalent to contractions, and that's why I was struggling with dear life, literally. So that's why she put me on medicine. And over the last, I think it's been 2-3 years since they have regulated out, and now I barely cramp. And now I don't gotta take the medicine no more. So I feel like you gotta know how to manage your periods and advocate for yourself. So if you are one of the people that have real bad cramps or real bad periods, I suggest you go to your OBGYN or you go to your primary doctor and see what they can do for you. Some people also like teas, like tribal teas and different techniques on TikTok. You can also try. I've heard work for cramps and stuff like that too. I'm not a TikTok geek, but if you want to go on TikTok and see if you can find something on there, you might be able to find something for that as well. Someone else said your experience on your first date. I was looking at this question the other day. I seen that question the other day. I do not remember my first date. Like, I want to say maybe my first date was like at arcade. Before the arcade, we went and we got food. But I don't even remember if that was the first date or not. But if that was my first date, I'm going to say it went perfect. I loved it. I had ate some steak, which is my favorite food. He was super sweet. It was someone I was talking to for a minute, and then we had went out and there was like no sexual relations. We hadn't done anything. He didn't expect nothing after that. It was wonderful. And we still communicate to this day sometimes. But I feel like the first day it was cool. It was green. I was super young. I was like 19. I am now 21. Maybe I was 18. Regardless, I'm 21 now. But it was a 10 out of 10. I do recommend. So, someone else said, I think you should do a high school advice for the young ladies. High school advice. Ooh. Okay. I was only in high school 3 years. So I didn't go for a whole 4 because I had extra credits and all type of stuff. And I ended up graduating early. But I say stay to yourself to a certain extent. You do not have to be in the crowd. There's going to be them groups of friends and groups of men and females that just have their circle. It could be drama affiliated, it could be sports, it could be any type of group. I feel like it's okay to stay to yourself. And I know that when I say stay to yourself, some people will be like, oh, that's a geek or that's a nerd. Baby, no, it's not, because I stay to myself and I'm neither one of them. So it's like, I feel like knowing your worth in high school as you grow older, I feel like also will help you stay to yourself, because you don't want to fit in with drama. Maybe you can get on the sports side, y'all can all be teammates, and that's good too, but stay on top of your grades. Do not let them fall. Please don't let them fall, especially if you're trying to go to college. When you become a senior, you gotta do that senior project. You have to graduate high school with that senior project and get accepted, or a scholarship into college. So keep your grades up, your attendance, your GPA, all of that. Like I said, again, you don't have to join every single honor roll, but I definitely say grades, attendance, and staying out of drama is all type of advice I would give to someone in high school. You get in and you get out, honey. That's like, high school can be a blessing in disguise or a disaster waiting to happen, depending on how you move. So I feel like you get in and you get out. You do what you got to do, and you graduate, you walk that stage, you make your parents or whoever proud, make yourself proud, and you get out. I feel like that's some advice I would give to people in high school. The next question say, chat about advice on dating. Dating. When I say dating, I'm gonna go based off the real definition, which is like multiple people, or in this generation we call it effing with people, or having H's. I'm gonna go off that. I feel like dating is okay. I would say younger females tend to feel like, they gotta give the guy something to go out. And same thing with men. I feel like they always expect sexual if they take a female out. I feel like that's definitely not fair or okay, and I feel like that's kind of selfish in a way. But I also go back to how people were raised. Dating is okay. You just got to know how to do it, who to do it with, and make sure you're safe at all times, because you could date multiple people and go on dates with multiple people. You could talk to multiple people. You just got to know who you're talking to, where you're going, if you're going to be safe, all of that in the third. So I feel like that's some advice I would give to someone who is dating. Like I said, this generation call it having H's. Okay, if you want to call it having H's, you go off to and you rock out. Just make sure that you're not opening your legs to every single man, because again, that's sexual testing and them diseases, some of them ain't curable and it will kill you. So do not open up your legs to everybody. Do not kiss on everybody. If you want to be like me, I don't let nobody go down on me, and I don't go down on nobody else unless we're in a committed relationship, okay? So those are just some tips I would give to people who are dating, especially if you're dating multiple men. The next question says, I think I have 4 questions left, y'all, and I am done. The next question says female hygiene. Okay, let's talk about it. Female hygiene. So you know how you got them people that feel like certain soaps help them, and certain like oils and all of that in the third. Now when it comes to female hygiene, I'm not big on going out there and buying the whole store. I don't do that. I buy one soap, and I know some people like bar, and then some people like body wash. I use body wash, but that's because I have sensitive skin. So, and I don't even mean like sensitive skin body wash. I use Raw and Sugar, the brand. It's the green one. If you search it up, it say Raw and Sugar, the green one. It's like tea tree and some other stuff. I use that one for my whole body, vaginal areas and everything. And it helps perfectly fine. It don't give me no smells, no itching, no burning, no nothing like that. I say make sure you know how to clean yourself correctly. Even when you're wiping, you know, female, you wipe your back to back, and your front, you wipe down, back. Don't ever wipe forward, because sweetie, whoa, like this. But I would say those are some hygiene tips. Make sure if you're a heavier set female, you know you have to wash a little more than someone as small as me. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, everybody's still pretty. You just got to know how to wash yourself. Some people don't have their parents in their life to help them, or a mother to help them. So I feel like YouTube, TikTok, Google, those are also things you can use to help with feminine hygiene if you don't know what products to use, how to use them, and stuff of that nature. The next question say, how to be more feminine. Okay, so I used to have this girl I was cool with or whatever. She was a tomboy in a sense because she had brothers and she was only female. So she grew up very dominant and masculine in a sense, but she was still a girly girl. I feel like me too. In middle school, I used to dress like a little tomboy, but I also have my girly girl side because I have brothers. How to be more feminine. If you're asking me how to be more feminine in a relationship, oh sweetie, I don't know, because I haven't been in a relationship in a minute. But I guess maintenance. Girl talks, going on dates with your friends, being nice to people, kind to people, having genuine mindset and everything could be another way to be feminine. I feel like in a relationship, some girls are very dominant. I am one. I've been told I don't like to listen, or I struggle at listening. I would say that's definitely like a con of mine or a red flag. I've been told by a significant other or somebody I was talking to is that I struggle to listen to a guy, but that's also because my whole family is females. So I don't really know how to listen. I don't know how to sit down and listen to no man. Like, come on now. For real. Like, I be struggling with that. So I feel like that's one way to be feminine. Listen to your significant other and try to get an understanding and things of that nature. It's okay to not always have to be dominant. You could be submissive. But some men have to make the female submissive too. That's one thing that I do know. If you're making her feel like she got to be the man of the house, then of course she's going to be dominant and masculine and all that in the third. So I feel like it's okay to act like a little girly girl every once in a while. I think it's a mindset thing. I feel like it's something that you lock in your mind to. You be like, you that, or you got to act like this, you got to act like that. I feel like if you take that out your mindset, then it'll be easier for you to be feminine and submissive. The next question says setting boundaries and standards. Okay, let's talk about it. So I hold myself to a high pedestal, and when I say that, it means I have very high standards and boundaries. So like one thing I do, for example, that everybody know, I do not do anything sexual on the first link. I don't care. I see so many grown people that be like, they feel like that's childish if somebody don't do something on the first link. Baby, no. Because again, for the third time, back to that sexual testing, why are you sitting out here opening your legs to people that you barely know? Because it's the first link and y'all were vibing, and if the vibe is there, y'all gonna... No. I personally don't. Now, if you've been talking to that person for a couple months or a couple weeks, and then y'all link, and then y'all already got a vibe and a connection, and you feel like you can open your legs on the first link, there's nothing wrong with that either. And even to the people that do, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like I said, I hold myself to a high pedestal, and that's just self-respect. I refuse to open my legs to someone I barely know. So I feel like that's one way you can set boundary, not out here doing things with people. Independency can also be a boundary in a sense, if that makes sense, because it's like you don't want people to do for you, or you don't want people, maybe you don't want people to do for you and then throw it back in your face. So I feel like there's nothing wrong with setting boundaries and standards. And again, that go back to that loyalty question over love. Setting a boundary is a part of loyalty and boundaries and standards too, because loyalty, if you don't have no loyalty, there's no way there's a standard put in place or a boundary put in place for the respect that you deserve as a human being, or in a relationship, or a girlfriend or a wife, or a man or a husband or whatever. So I feel like all of that correlates to having boundaries and standards. I feel like having boundaries and standards is always excellent, especially when you're dealing with somebody in a relationship. Now, let me see. The last question, y'all. This is the last question. Shout out to Malik with an O.TV. That's my friend. Y'all will be seeing a video coming with him soon. So y'all gonna be seeing that. So stay tuned for that too. But this is his question. He said, speak on being a female content creator. Okay. That one kind of excited me because I am a female content creator. So I feel like being a female content creator can be a blessing. I feel like I know some men who channel is only them and they wish they had a female because they're going to get more views, and everyone loves females because we make the world go round, honey. So I feel like being a female content creator is a blessing. I feel like it's fun. It could be creative. I feel like you could also win in it too, because you could do different videos with different men and different people, different females. You can have girl talks, movie days. I feel like it's just, I don't know, I love it. Now, there is cons to it. Sometimes I be struggling on not knowing what to post or things like that of that nature, and I feel like maybe a man mindset probably will come up with more things. But I feel like even then, maybe a female just got to sit down and think about it more on what they want to post, or what they want to drop on their channel versus a guy. They got all these friends around them, and they might go do the damn crate challenge outside or something like that, whereas a female's not going to do that. So I feel like speak on being a female content creator. I feel like I love it, and I do recommend it. But yes, being a content creator and being a female, I feel like it's fun and I love it. And again, it go back to independency, all type of stuff. Everybody do it in this world. So I love being a female content creator. But y'all, that was the last question, and here is his name right here. Can y'all see it? I will drop it down below, and I will put it on the screen somewhere. But that was the last question. I wrapped up this video. If y'all liked it, like, comment, subscribe, share it to everybody y'all know, because I'm gonna be dropping more bangers and bangers. I have a big vlog coming for y'all in about 3 weeks, so stay tuned for that, because that will be the next video. I don't know if I'm gonna drop that one first or his first or whatever, but I got 2 of them coming, so stay tuned for them. And don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and until then, I am out.